guys, this is Tachi, and today I'm bringing you some Neverwinter gameplay. Technically this is still open beta, but let's face it, for all intents and purposes, this is the release. As of, yesterday actually, Tuesday, it's basically open to everyone, and there are no more player wipes, so this is really the release, for all intents and purposes again. Here with my trusty Direwolf companion scout. And here I'm at level 15, so I have pretty basic powers, but I do have access to my Channel Divinity, which is basically my superpower. You'll see those little like pluses on the left and the bar. That's basically anytime I do damage or heal, that bar goes up and fills up to 3 times, and basically allows me to either basically for one of those pluses I can cast one of my spells in that mode, which gives me an extra effect, or I can channel one of the 2 powers. My at-wills change. So for my main damage dealer, which is right now Lance of Faith, changes to a different power, which is basically a channeled damage, a little more damage. And then the right click becomes a channeled heal. So, very helpful. And definitely it changes the game once you hit, I believe, level 10 when you get that. So it's pretty cool. I like they're kind of bring you into your role, if you will. Slow but sure. Here's this pretty funny. I like the effect when it catches fire. You can see they try to pass himself out. Good times. But, so I'm still at 15, I'm using still very basic powers. You may have seen another one which is not a starting power. That's the Chains of Blazing Light. Looks like a bunch of chains around in a circle. You'll see it again soon. Basically an AoE trap that you can place for all intents and purposes. And it's it's timed, it has I think it's 5 seconds before it disappears. But you can place it anytime, even on the character. Or on the mob you're attacking, and it roots and it does some damage. I'm not sure, but I think that doing damage shortens that root, which is okay. You're seeing me regenerating myself a little. I'm about to go into a room with a decent sized battle, I think. So definitely cool powers. You kind of learn that whereas you're a cleric, your heals now are coming kind of directly. You either select someone and regen them using a regen power healing word. That's my number 2 power, my number 2 encounter power. It heals you, or it heal over time on you and the person you're targeting. And if you use your Channel Divinity, it also does a direct heal also in addition. So very helpful. But one thing you find out anytime you do a group is that it is hard to figure out who's who in the heat of battle. So just seeing, like, on the left you'll see the life bar go down for somebody, and it's just kind of hard to figure out who they are in the crowd when everything's just so hectic. And here, these doors are important. I try to find my way back to them later, and I can't seem to find them. Or maybe I opened them and I didn't realize it, but I can't find them. Here's a nice boss battle. Okay, so you saw me, that's Channel Divinity's up, so that's my, there you go. That's the Chains of Blazing Light version when it's Channel Divinity. You saw how I'm like down to 1 cross now, or 1 plus. Has an ogre come in to battle me too. And this is not as scary as it looks, as long as you play smart. Use your dodges there. Use your abilities. Use my Sunburst right there again in Channel Divinity mode, which in addition to knocking him back further in that mode, heals me more. And the basic mode does heal you. Here I'm going down a little bit. I believe I do pop a potion. And staying out of the way of that ogre's blast there. And again, he's winding up, so you can tell when they're going to hit you. Just got to get out of that way. And for these kind of battles, and here I pop another potion, so not as much healing as you think from the cleric. But one of my strategies is take down one guy, concentrate on one dude, and then take down the other once the other guy's dead. They have less of a chance to, as you saw, I was being double teamed there. I'd dodge out of the way of one, and then I'd get hit by the other. So, not good. Even with my companion. So as you can see, I'm using Lance of Faith there. That's my main attack power. And I'm eventually going to replace it. In fact, very soon. My character's almost 20 now. And I'm going to be replacing it with Sacred Flame. And basically, it's the same general idea. You hit, for every 3 times you hit, the third time does more damage. That's what this does. And the Sacred Flame has the added benefit of also giving those around the target, when you do that third hit, temporary extra hit points. So kind of like a heal, not really, but it does help. Every little bit helps. Anyway, as I kind of lost my train of thought before, but you kind of see how for healing, it's hard to pick out somebody in the crowd. So you have your regen there. You have that channeled divinity spell where you can basically heal somebody directly, and in the channels and keeps going. But that costs divinity, so that's hard to get. And your other heals are eventually going to come from kind of just what you put down. Like one of them, for example, is an area. You basically bless an area, and it's for one, you protect your own people from taking damage, so they take less damage. There's other things, again, when you put spells on mobs, that, like the Astral Seal, that cause them to, anyone that attacks those characters or mobs to heal up. So the more I kind of see in other videos, the more I kind of research, the more it's obvious and smartly that few of your heals are like direct on an individual. It's mostly you set up an area to be a heal area, or a mob to be a heal mob for all intents and purposes, and then it's up to them to basically hit the mob or be in that area to be healed. And there are no really from 1 hit point left to full hit points heals like you're maybe used to in other MMOs. It just doesn't work like that. It takes some time to heal up, but if you can put the right things in place as a cleric, there's no doubt that you can, and as long as your compatriots are playing well, there's no doubt that you can put your best foot forward and keep them up. They have to do their part too. They have to hit the right mobs, they have to be in the right places for you, and they might take some education of those people. They might not know to stay in the circle, as silly as that sounds. If the cleric puts down a circle, my MMO trained reflexes tell me to get in that damn circle. So you're gonna be a good healer. It's just gonna be a lot of indirect stuff. And here's another cool boss mob. And again, see how I put my chains of blazing light down. Let him run into it. So he stays away from me. Gives my wolf a little time to get on him. I'm using my channel divinity whenever I can to kind of make the most out of my powers. But at the same time, I'd like to leave myself some leeway. Like you see, it's rare that I'm down to 0 pluses. I try to work my way up so I have some like leeway to work with should something bad happen. So here I'm back up to 2 charges, 2 pluses. Try to get out of that red spot. Not quite. And again, he's down. Was not hard. It's just a matter of taking out ads as best you can. I mean, there are obviously lower level mobs, or lower hit point at least, and take them out so they aren't distracting you. Get out of the way of get out of the red zones. Try to keep everything on your terms. Lock them in place when you can. Use your area of effect powers like Sunburst, that point blank area of effect that I use often. And use your special power, in Cleric's case, that Channel Divinity, as best you can. And of course, that goes for any of the power, any of the classes. It's just a matter of using it when you should, and not leaving yourself without defense. Sunburst does some absurd damage, even at this level. Yeah, Sunburst really knocks him down. Put chains on him, and again, that does some damage on its own. Plus, you lock them in place. They're, especially when they're melee, obviously, getting away from you is just really important. And to this day, I'm a trap magnet. Traps love me. One thing I have found, especially, well, I'm not even sure if especially is the right word, but definitely if you want to be a crafter, you really, I found, need to invest in kits. Whatever kit, everything at all, pretty much, that you don't have the ability to do naturally via your class. And in my case, the religion clickies. I always have a kit, or I try to always have kits ready. And that way, when it's time, when I come upon one, it's easy enough to use them and get the crafting supplies. And really, these clickies are mostly crafting supplies. Every now and then you get an item, that kind of thing, but it's mostly crafting supplies. And if you do want to craft, you do really want to get in on it. And here I am, I'm running around like a moron. I was looking to, if I remember, I talked about those two doors before, and I can't seem to find them. And again, if maybe I opened them through my travels here and I just didn't realize it, or I really just can't find them and they're not around. So I end up just in my wanderings here, finding some other clickies like this one here. Thank you, Thief's Kit. And at least I clear the place totally. I get all the clickies, which means more crafting goods for me. And here's the final boss, I believe. I kind of wanted to do those before I hit the final boss. And he looks mean. But he will fall before the might of Valin. Maybe not right away. Kind of kicking my butt at the moment. Okay, you'll notice again how I switched to Channel Divinity when it's going to work for me, and trying not to leave myself at 0 in case I do need, something, ads come, I really need to use an AoE power and do extra damage or extra healing, like that. I just interrupted the big guy's attack on me. So I did damage to him, interrupted his special attack, healed myself, and did away with most of those ads, all in one fell swoop, through using Channel Divinity and really thinking it through as I did it. And he's down. Finish off the last of the little mobs there. And get a new tunic. And I think I end up using that one. It might just be an upgrade for me. It's just a matter, you really do have to balance what do you want, what stats are interesting you, and just kind of build towards that. And here I am still looking around for those damn runes. And like I said, it's just kind of, if nothing, I cleared the place. These last two lingering mobs, I don't even know where they came from. But now they're gone. And I got their stuff. Yeah, don't run over the trap again, Valin. Where are those rooms? He said again, desperately trying to find out what the heck where the rooms were. And that's where this clip ends. I appreciate you watching. If you liked it, please do leave a like. There are some other videos if you like those. On the left is my previous cleric video. On the right is a control wizard video, also very fun. So definitely check those out. Follow me on Facebook if you like, or Twitter at Tachi Gray, or click on that subscribe button if you like what you see and you want to see more. Otherwise, take care, and I will chat with you soon. Bye for now.